that advice. Unfortunately, the Gambia made the consultation and request. Favorable opinion was given, and that made the Gambia to go ahead, legislate laws that will pave way for the establishment of this tribunal with the partnership of ECOWAS. What I would not understand, whether a cart was put before the horse, was a kind of situation. Gambia had given a favorable position for that partnership, and now that warranted us to involve ECOWAS in our very status to establish this particular tribunal. If that's supposed to come back to ECOWAS when the status is prepared and an opinion supposed to be given that may be unfavorable, the unfortunate situation is a cart was put before the horse. And as a country and as a parliamentarian, the Gambia concluded that total reconciliation is not seen to be done. We are quite aware that there is need for reconciliation. We are only mindful that to attain the reconciliation, the best way, justice needs to be done and should also be seen to be done. There, as Gambians, we are very human. We can easily forgive. But when this course is not taken, it will be very difficult to realize. On that note, Honorable Speaker, I thank you.
Merci, chers collègues. Honorable Cissé. Honorable Memounatou Cissé.
Thank you, Madam Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. I would like to join my colleagues to thank each and every one of your beautiful contributions towards the concerns our government brought into ECOWAS Parliament. Honorable Speaker, I heard so many speakers here fear of ECOWAS mingling with the internal issue. But the Gambia government doesn't request ECOWAS to be mingling, but just try to be partnership with the ECOWAS Parliament. Because some of the atrocities committed during the former regime, our domestic laws doesn't cover them to be prosecuted. And we are thinking that there are so many perpetrators who were harboring in this same community block, whereby if our long broom cannot get them to be prosecuted in the Gambia, we can extend our hands to our colleagues to intervene. Nonetheless, Honorable Speaker, so many people have the perspective that we are trying to open an old wound, which is already about to be healed. And we had people saying that we need to try to reconcile and forgive. Yes, we are Muslims, and we are very willing to forgive. But any forgiveness, there must be a judgment. What we are lacking from since the fall of the last regime is there was an investigation, there was an allegations, and we know that every suspect is innocent until we are proven guilty at a competent law of court. And we all know that 2023 December, the head of states of ECOWAS agreed and assigned Gambia government to uphold the TRRC recommendations and the white papers. hold people unaccountable if you don't take them to court to judge them. Investigation doesn't give a conclusion of the accusations or the libels.
Excusez-moi, c'est une motion que vous demandez?
No, just one. It's going to be on list.
Ok. Poursuivez, s'il vous plaît, madame.
Thank you. And the Gambia government is ready to reconcile the nation, but you cannot go back to the victims and tell them that let's forgive, and you don't give them the justice they deserve. Justice before reconciliations, before reparations. You have so many family members who lost their loved ones, who are still living with the trauma. You have women and children who have been a victim, and still now they are blaming this current government for not doing so much for them to get their justice. I had the third deputy speaker citing South Africa. They also put on reconciliation, Truth and Reconciliation Commission. But after the conclusion, they went back, when the people have their justice, they went back to reconcile the nation. It's the same path the Gambia government also is trying to certify the victims. At the end of the day, doing the reparation, you can go back to the victims for them to harmonize in their heart, to give a chance, a peace, to have a reconciliation and forgiving mind and forgive the perpetrator.